person. If you're a marketing and PR person and you think you're going to get marketing PR information out of this and go to another night in a room, this is my marketing PR hat is off, although you will see things transpire throughout the presentation. But really, the presentation is done from the point of view of a podcaster. My podcast, well, let me show you who I am. Oh yeah, sorry, a little bit of a warning. This presentation, or the second half of it, is not for the faint of heart. If you are squeamish and don't like seeing dead bodies, you may want to leave at some point. Please feel free to do that. It's just that in the second half of my presentation, I'm going to talk about the terrorist attacks in Mumbai and the photos and graphics. Okay? So keep that in mind, and please do leave at any time. This is me. Professionally, Michelle Sullivan Communications. I'm a Montreal PR consultant, an independent consultant, and this is my blog. But like I said, this presentation is not a marketing PR one by default. This is actually what I'm here to talk about. It's Montreal Bites. Montreal Bites is something that I launched. It's a personal project, but it does have something to do with my profession. I'm a big believer in the fact that PR practitioners who are going to start to enter the space need to understand what they're doing, even from a technical point of view. And I'm not technical at all, as my setup, I think, this morning or this afternoon shows. But it was important to me to understand blogging. It was important to me to understand podcasting. And so Montreal Bites is the result of that. It was actually my friend, who is absolutely not in the space at all. Her name is Angelique. Who suggested that we do this project together because she's been listening to me talk about podcasting and blogging for a good 3-4 years, and came up with an idea of a restaurant review podcast. So we launched it, I think, back in the summertime, and we do one every couple of weeks, but we did go into hiatus to go on the road to India, which is what I'm going to be talking about. As far as India goes, it's important to know that I'm definitely not an expert. In fact, Catherine, who's in the room, I'm sure knows a lot more about India than I do. I spent a month there in November, as I've wanted to go for a long time, but as far as deep cultural roots go, you may know more than me, so please feel free to jump in any time. Basically, the idea was that since we were leaving together on this trip to India, we would take Montreal Bites on the road. The basic premise of Montreal Bites Restaurant Review Podcast is that it's a Montreal-based show, and so we talked about Montreal restaurants. But at the same time, it's, people do travel, so it's nice to be able to take it somewhere else. This is India. This is Delhi, in fact. India. Has anybody here been to India?
No.
Or any country that I would consider kind of similar, Asian country, or Egypt, or something like that. You'll recognize this kind of scene if that's the case. I've traveled to Egypt, and the two countries were similar in a lot of respects. I'd say India is a little more hardcore than Egypt was. In Cairo versus Delhi, it's a very busy, polluted city. It was fun to go to once. I'm not sure I'd go back. There were other cities I definitely preferred. But when I say India's land of contrast, you have beautiful scenes like this, beautiful architecture. You also have cows in the streets. And this is not just in villages. This is in Delhi. The only city where I didn't see a cow in the street was Mumbai. But you're in Delhi in the middle of a busy road on a motorcycle, and you have to navigate around cows. Cows being sacred there, but animals in general. So there are goats, and there are sheep, and there are pigs. And so it can be a challenge, I think, for our point of view, given that situation. We also have beautiful, more beautiful architecture. This is the Lotus Temple, which is stunning. Apparently there's nothing inside, at least that's what my tuk-tuk driver told me, so we didn't venture in. But you can see, this is a pretty modern building, and it's just stunning. I was talking earlier about animals in the street. Well, this is in a city, and the camels are working creature there. So really fascinating place. I really enjoyed India. This is the Red Fort of Jodhpur. So, you really have extremes in India. and that's something that's, that makes it an interesting subject for podcasting. The reason these two flags are here, or maps are here, is that I actually found that there are, from a marketing or PR point of view, a lot of similarities between India and Quebec and Montreal. In fact, you can see that the two actually almost resemble one another. So that's something that struck me. One of the things that you need to know, or that will definitely strike you when you go to India, is that they're cricket mad. Well, you know, you can equate that to being mad about the Canadians, you know. Even though we'll be disappointed right now, Canadians are a huge part of Montreal culture. In India, another thing that's very prominent is everything that's Bollywood. Mumbai is the headquarters, I think, of Bollywood, but throughout India, it's just huge. So you have a huge kind of star system in India that's very prominent, which I would consider equivalent to the Quebec star system, which is very different from the type of star system you guys have in the rest of Canada. It's really not the same. In Quebec, it's enormous. I don't think you have equivalent frenzy. Another thing that is similar is the love of travel. In India, it's an emerging trend. People are starting to travel a lot more than